I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. You know, Greg, this is always one of the most fun matchups of the year. Conference rivals that go at it very hard every time.
And these games always have a little extra juice to them. They see each other a lot every year. And Kevin, the competition tends to take on a different tone. This one will be intense. A guy that usually likes to work in close. Boozer noticed the soft coverage and able to knock that one down from the mid-range.
Now, here is Smith coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. Three-pointer, Heinrich hits it from three-point range.
Attacking from range there with some serious confidence.
Well, it was the Hawks winning their last game against the Pistons. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I spoke with the head coach of the Hawks. His #1 goal is to prevent D. Rose from taking over. He said he's seen games where the guy has beaten teams all by himself. The coach said if you can force the ball out of his hands and make others make plays, you have a shot. But it's tough to do. Kev, back over to you.
Thank you, David. Stolen by Noah. On the wing, Dang. Guarded by Horford. Here's Boozer. Plays it up and banks it in. Boozer's got his second basket of the night.
With his build and touch, Boozer can be lethal inside. What a strong finish.
Pass to Williams from outside the arc. Rebound by the Bulls. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
And it says a lot about you that even when you're not at your best, they definitely were still in that game and able to win comfortably.
They were better than the box score might indicate because they were solid in execution, more so than the stats would show.
Here's Johnson following the score by Derrick Rose. Heinrich outside. Smith sets the pick for Heinrich. Back to Smith. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
In serious hustle from Smith in the paint there to track that one down for the finish.
Here's Rose. Sweet little floater.
They've missed just 1 of 5 shots so far. I like the look of this offense.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Heinrich outside. It's up a 3. It's rebounded by Noah. The Bulls leading by 3. Here's Rose. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. He's been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Derrick Rose.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
Now here's Heinrich. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Detroit.
And playing some heads-up basketball, Heinrich finds a way to get his guys set up.
Here's Rose. Here's Noah. Horford with the rebound. Heinrich dishes to Smith. Johnson, a wide open look, and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Pass to Rose. And here is Dang. Rose surveying the D. 6 to shoot. Banked in off the glass. Rose has got 6. Atlanta trails by 3. Heinrich outside. Here's Johnson driving the lane. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Pass to Rose. Now here's Noah. Back to Rose. Just 5 to shoot. Teardrop shot. Here's Boozer. Noah against Smith. A second chance effort. Noah's shot is off.
No such thing as an easy bucket most of the time in the NBA, but I'm surprised he missed that.
And the dunk by Smith.
And Smith gets off the floor as quick as anybody, especially when he's got a lob on the way.
Now here's Rose. He has 6. Here's Noah. And Noah with the slam.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Here's Heinrich. They trail by 3. Johnson outside. Boozer with the rebound. Bulls have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Now Rose, and he's currently averaging more than 26 points a game. Such a force.
Not a guy you want to dunk over you. Boozer with a head of steam there heading to the rim.
Now here's Johnson. Outside Williams, uncovered. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Here's Dang. Rebound, Atlanta. Horford's got his 4th rebound in this one. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
2 points, that one goes.
And Johnson doesn't lack confidence attacking inside. I just love watching him go to work down low.
And so now the timeout taken by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And there's certainly an added challenge, right, Clark, in the second game of a back-to-back.
I think the key is to manage your practice going into a back-to-back. In other words, let's turn that down a bit, reduce the minutes on the floor, mental reps on the practice court as opposed to getting up and down a lot, because you're going to play hard in both games. So if you can get the tank on full heading into the 2 games back-to-back, that serves you well.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Teague in for Kirk Heinrich. 4 on the shot clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. And that one's good by Noah.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Pass to Teague. This one for 3. Boozer with the rebound.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Dang against Johnson. Down low, here's Smith, and it's slammed in by Smith.
And whenever Smith gets the opportunity to attack the rim, he's going to take it.
Watson with it, picked up by Teague. Watson inside. He can't hit that time. It's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 5. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Now here's Boozer over Smith. Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Smith with the stuff.
And using a mix of speed and power. No one wants to get in Smith's way.
Boozer can't get it to go. For Atlanta, they've gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Crawford, no luck. The Bulls shooting at a nice 53% rate to start the game. They are sticking to the campaign. Watson finds Dang. Back to Watson. And the Bulls with another miss.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face. And looking now at some numbers for Smith, the last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. He's getting around 20 points per, 9 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. The real story, though, is how big of an impact he makes on the defensive end.
Take a break. Absolutely. I mean, he's a lockdown guy for him, both on the ball and when helping out.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Atlanta making some changes. Pachulia, he's checked in for Horford. Powell comes in for Josh Smith. And Damian Wilkins subbed in for Johnson. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Omer Ashik, he's checked in for Noah. Gibson comes in for Carlos Boozer. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Luol Deng. And it's Rose in for C.J. Watson.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Crawford with the ball. 14 points from him the last game against Detroit. Powell sets a screen for Crawford. The shot by Powell, no good. And so here is Chicago. And here is Brewer, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Outside Rose, clock at 6. From beyond the arc, it's rebounded by T. Atlanta shooting 47% here so far. Here's Crawford, and Gibson sends it back.
You aren't scoring on him at the rim. Forget about that. No way, Jose.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for the Hawks. There's Rose with the 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Here's Crawford. Heinrich inside the three-point line, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Heinrich's got it all tied up now for Atlanta. Bulls shooting it well so far today, guys. They've connected on 48% of their shots. Pass to Gibson. Now, here's Brewer. Here's Rose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Heinrich. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Crawford. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. 1:15 left to play in the first quarter. To the middle. Ashik in the post. He's up against Pachulia. Now Heinrich. 5 points in the game. In the corner, it's Crawford. Back to Heinrich. Inside. The shot by Powell, no good. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Korver kicks to Rose. Right side Gibson. 6 on the shot clock. Brewer passes to Rose. Over Heinrich. And again, Chicago. No good. Pass to Crawford. Powell with a screen on Rose. He got it up. No good on the last second attempt there. Tie game in Atlanta. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
Now here's Teague to the paint. Outside, Horford. Kept alive by Atlanta. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Teague with the ball. Joe Johnson on the wing. Pass to Collins. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Last game for the Bulls, they picked up the W against Sacramento. Dang with the bucket.
Offense can happen that fast. The moment he was lined up, he let it fly.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Atlanta, trailing by 2. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. To the inside, Horford, and finished off by Horford.
Well, you can't afford to give Horford that type of advantage inside. As soon as you do that, you're cooked.
Watson with it. He's picked up by Collins. Clark, how about this? We might have twins both go in the first round. Marcus and Markieff Morris. From Kansas, grew up in Philadelphia, 2 big men.
Yeah, I like them both, Kevin. They're in the 6'9" range size-wise. Can step out and knock down a 3. Don't mind doing the dirty work. The Morrises are tough guys, too. They play with an edge and toughness. I think each of those guys could be a lottery pick.
Free throw drops for Watson. Both free throws good from Watson. For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Right side Teague. With some arc, and he lays it up and in. Teague's got the game tied up here for Atlanta.
Oh, good touch from the interior. That's a high percentage shot.
He gets that one.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
The Bulls shooting here about 46% for the game. Watson surveying the D. Right wing. Here's Pogans. No good from the wing. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Johnson, good.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Now, here's Watson, guarded closer. Hogan's passes to Boozer. And he uses the glass on the layup. Boozer's got 8.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Outside Teague, pass to Johnson. Takes a 3. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 3 assists in the game. And so now the timeout taken by Tom Thibodeau. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
And they are ranked 3rd overall in team offense, playing with tremendous confidence at that end.
And holding opponents to the fewest points per game has to be the stat they're most proud of. You know, that's a great reward for all the hard work they put in on defense. Now, here's Watson. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Bogans passes to Boozer. Looking for Gibson. He gets it there. Shot clock at 5. It's stolen by Teague. Bryant to the hoop. That one drops for him. Teague's got the lead up to 7 now for Atlanta. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Atlanta.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
The Bulls have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
First one falls for him. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Bulls trail by 6. And here's Watson. Outside Boozer. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Boozer's got 10.
Now, how did he manage to change his shot midair?
Johnson outside. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got his 4th assist in this one.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Pachulia, he's checked in for Collins. Smith comes in for Al Horford. And it's Crawford in for Joe Johnson. Now here's Noah. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Pass to Rose. 5 on the clock. Noah with a screen on Teague. Rose attacking. Here's Noah. And again, no good by Chicago.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Good.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And it's Rose with the ball for the Bulls. 8-point game.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Here's Crawford. Still yet to score. The kick out to Williams. Off target from 3-point range. Bulls trail by 6. Here's Korver. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Korver's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Yeah, love how fast Korver shoots the ball. It doesn't even think about it. Just terrific instincts.
Pass to Teague. Crawford outside. Free throw line jump shot. The rebound by Gibson.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
The burst, the tight handles, all of it makes Derrick Rose one tough cover defensively.
Crawford outside. Outside Teague. Williams has a screen for Teague. To the paint. It's stolen by Korver. Fast break, Chicago. Here's Noah. Can't tie it up as that one misses. The Hawks have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%.
Good work spotting that gap and then exploiting it with a quality pass.
Here's Rose. Following the bucket by the Hawks. Korver kicks to Rose. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
And this is how lethal Rose can be on offense, and it's because of that high motor he possesses.
And here's a timeout from Larry Drew now. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Atlanta making some changes. Al Horford, he's checked in for Pachulia. Johnson comes in for Williams. And it's Heinrich in for Jeff Teague. Chicago also making some changes. Boozer, he's checked in for Gibson. And it's Dang in for Kyle Korver.
And we are used to seeing this from Johnson. This is how dangerous a scorer he is.
Rose kicks it to Noah. Here's Boozer. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Yeah, this has been an incredible offensive performance.
Now here's Crawford. Scoreless thus far. Three-pointer. Heinrich cans it from downtown. And the Hawks lead by 5.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong.
Now here's Boozer over Smith. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Crawford looking over the floor. Here's Horford. Noah with the block.
It takes defense so seriously. Noah's showing he can be a pest out there.
Dang dishes to Rose. Pass to Noah. And it's Dang in the corner. Now Brewer, 5 to shoot. Right side Rose. Puts up a 3. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Crawford with the ball. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Crawford. Back to Johnson. Over Brewer. A shot by Johnson, no good.
Working from medium range, he was trying to take what the defense gave him there.
It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Brewer. So it's the Hawks now. And here's Crawford. He has yet to score. At the elbow, Smith. Back to Crawford. On the wing, Johnson. He's covered by Dang. Fade away. And he gets it to go. Horford's got 6.
Nothing like composure, and Al Horford has a lot of it, especially when he's fighting the shot clock.
Rose against Heinrich. Left side Rose. That shot, no good. Smith with some nice D. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Horford, and a dunk by Horford.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now here's Rose. He's got 12. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Josh Smith.
And Boozer is a handful for defenses, which is why they compromise by fouling.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
That's good from Boozer.
Certainly knows how to get to the line. Boozer using that size of his to his advantage.
And he can't hit the second.
You know, with the style of game he has, seems like no matter the system, he's going to succeed.
And that one drops for him. Crawford's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hawks.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Brewer, good.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Atlanta leading by 6. Here's Heinrich. 8 points for him. Smith left side. And again, it's Atlanta.
Over the course of the game, he's been very accurate, doing some great stuff.
And Chicago shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Noah. Now Rose. Now here's Boozer. He had 16 points in the win against Sacramento.
And Boozer is a gifted scorer. Between his jumper and low post moves, he's a major problem.
Johnson outside. Over Dang. And it's wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And so it's Atlanta in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. What can you say? Joe Johnson, an impressive effort here today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Inside, Williams. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 6 assists here tonight.
Sizing up the defense and burning them in the pick and roll. Williams doing a nice job recognizing what was available.
Now here's Rose. Over Heinrich. And the rejection by Smith.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Here is Rose. Driving inside. And Rose throws it down.
You know, once he starts going downhill, Rose is impossible to stop. He doesn't settle for simple layups. He's throwing that thing down.
Now here's Johnson. 8-point game. Heinrich outside. Pass to Horford. 11 feet away. No good off the back of the rim. And it's Rose with the ball for Chicago. Down low. Here's Dang. Good D by Williams. The Hawks leading by 8. Here's Heinrich. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
That's a good look when Heinrich looks to score because it forces the defense to adjust.
The Hawks have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
First free throw is good.
What you love about Heinrich is that he knows his role, which is to help orchestrate the offense and stretch the floor with his shooting.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Bulls trail by 9. Dang finds Rose. Back to Dang. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Rising up with power. I like seeing that kind of aggression down low.
For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Pass to Johnson. And here is Horford. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Joakim Noah.
You know, Horford is versatile now. He's a big guy that can play on the perimeter, but his bread is buttered with jelly and jam inside.
first free throw is good.
Well, you look at Horford, and he scores, rebounds, passes, and defends at a high level. That's why he's had the career he's had.
He's off on the second. Bulls trail by 8. Dang passes to Bogans. Boozer a screen on Smith. Rose kicks it to Noah. Back to Rose. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Boozer. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Boozer's got 17 now.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Now here is Smith. 12 points for him.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Count it, and the Atlanta League has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Dang.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Horford with it, covered by Noah. Heinrich passes to Johnson. Over Bogans. Horford kicks to Johnson. Horford finds Smith. A floater. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Noah's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Heinrich against Dang. Here's Boozer. Takes it off the glass. Now just a 2-point Hawks lead.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Now Heinrich. He's got 9. Johnson outside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Derrick Rose. Here's Chicago. They're on a 10-2 run here. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on it.
Smith the pass to Williams. And Heinrich has it in the corner. Outside, Horford. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul.
And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Bulls. On Friday, then on Saturday.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
That free throw, no good.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. He hits the second from the line.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
Now here's Rose. He's got 14. Out to the wing. Here's Boozer. Rebound by the Hawks. Horford's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Heinrich kicks to Johnson. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Pachulia, he's checked in for Horford. Powell comes in for Smith. And it's Teague in for Kirk Heinrich. MyEras, he's checked in for the Bulls. Watson comes in for Rose. And so now the timeout taken by Tom Thibodeau. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
Pass to Watson. Now here's Ashit. Six on the shot clock. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Over in the corner, Williams from deep. The Hawks again can't hit. Dang with it. Now defended by Powell. Watson for 3. It's good from long range. Watson's got it all tied up now for the Bulls.
And whenever Watson gets the rock beyond the three-point arc, you can't allow him any space. I mean, this is a guy who can make you pay from there.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Teague drives in. And stolen by Watson. And there's the drive, and they take the lead. Watson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Woo-hoo. Quick off the bounce.
Atlanta's shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Johnson against Dang. Johnson dishes to Teague. Stolen by Bogans. And here's the fast break. Watson leading the way.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
And here's a timeout from Larry Drew now. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
There's a chance to see the numbers for Boozer. He's been dominant over the last month. He's around 18 points per game, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Now Johnson, after the missed 3 from Luol Deng. Bucket is good. Johnson's got 17 now.
That was a very close look.
Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 17-5 run. Watson inside. Teague covering. Here is Bogans. And Watson has it in the corner. 3-pointers off the mark. Teague against Boozer. Pachulia the pass to Williams. Here's Teague. Pass to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. The kick out to Teague. Williams, that's a 2-pointer. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Look, in a game this tight, those little mistakes make a big difference.
The Bulls leading. Watson with it. He has 7. Outside Dang. There's the 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Outside Teague. And the turnover again by Atlanta.
And they're number 2 in field goal percentage. Coach is dialing up the right system that fits their personnel.
And that number 1 ranking in rebounding is no fluke. They've got the muscle and, Greg, the persistence to control the glass in every game they play. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Collins checked in for Pachulia. Horford comes in for Josh Powell. Damian Wilkins checked in for Marvin Williams. And it's Crawford in for Joe Johnson. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for Chicago. The lead is 2. And so now the timeout taken by Tom Thibodeau. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. break in the action now. Let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. We'll take a look at the Bulls. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time. Sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And checking out Atlanta, down 4 spots from them.
And, for the Bulls, their fans had high hopes for them this season, and they have not let them down. It's been a fantastic campaign thus far, and they really are set up perfectly for a deep run in the playoffs.
It's obvious their eyes have been squarely on the postseason for a while. It'll be fascinating to see if the regular season dominance carries over.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Now here's Teague. 9 points in the game so far. Clock at 6. Horford in the post, working on Gibson. And it goes down 2 points. Horford's got 12 in the game.
Well, it's clear that there's a comfort level down there for Horford. He's got a lot of shots he can go to and moves to go with it.
Teague against Rose. Inside. No good from Gibson.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Hawks passing it around. Crawford outside. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. The Bulls shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Rose finds Korver. Back to Rose. Yep, that one goes. Rose has got 6 in the quarter.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And here's a timeout from Larry Drew now. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. The Atlanta trails by 4. And here is Teague. He's got 9. Crawford outside. Pass to Horford. Six to shoot. And Gibson sends it down.
And he sent a message with that swat. Do not come in my house.
Outside Rose. From deep. Rebound by the Hawks. Wilkins surveying the defense. Kicks it out to Crawford. 1:12 left here in the third quarter. Pass to Horford. The rebound by Gibson. Chicago leading by 4. The open shot by Brewer. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his 9th assist in the game now. There's 57 seconds left in the third. Teague with the ball. Now defended by Korver. Crawford outside. To the inside. Collins. The rebound by Noah. Noah's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Now here's Rose. 18 points for him. Count that one. Rose has got the lead up to 8 now for the Bulls.
But, if you're the defense, that's all you can do. Rose is just a force on the offensive end.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. On the wing, Jamal Crawford. Covered by Brewer. Crawford passes to Horford. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Here's Rose. That one goes in. Rose has got 22.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
Crawford drives in. And he banks in the layup.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that.
What a performance for Derrick Rose. He has been the story for the Bulls. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. Right back after this break. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Watson, the pass to Boozer. Now Pachulia covering. Now Watson, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Atlanta trails by 6. Here's Crawford. Down low. Stolen by Boozer. Here is Bogans. Guarded by Crawford. And Bogans gets it to go. Bogans got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Bulls. And so Crawford will bring it up for Atlanta. Pass to Heinrich. And there's the foul. It's on C.J. Watson. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now here's Crawford. Tight defense on him. 4 on the clock. Heinrich kicks to Williams.
I'll tell you what, Dang is a committed defender. Can cover multiple positions, has that long wingspan, which really annoys shooting.
Bogans passes to Dang. And here's Boozer to the left wing. Now Bogans shoots it. And there's Boozer. That's good on the assist by Bogans. Bogans got 3 assists tonight.
I love the aggressive approach right there. Boozer is impressive off the catch.
Now here's Crawford. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Watson. And that's collected by Smith. Atlanta trails by 8. And the slam by Williams.
Showing the amber light has not yet come on in his fuel tank. Williams, you got to respect his athleticism.
Pass to Watson. Now here's Ashik. Now Boozer. Crawford with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Heinrich dishes to Smith. And they pick up 2. And now it's just a 4-point Chicago lead.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He knows every possession is critical now. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. While the team is up, Coach doesn't want his team to let up. He told the team to finish this game. Do not think this will be easy. We've seen comebacks before. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here is Bogans. Ashik with it. Pass to Watson. Just 5 to shoot. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Crawford's shot is good.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Now, here's Watson. Pass to Ashik. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Boozer a screen on Crawford. Here's Bogans. And that time, also a missed shot.
Not a lot you can say except fantastic job by the defense.
And it's slammed in by Smith.
Yeah, Smith is just feeling it out there. He keeps finding opportunities to attack.
And here's Watson. Left side Boozer. Over Smith. And again, no good by Chicago. And the points coming for them now, Greg and bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Over the Hawks, Al Horford. He's checked in for Smith. Johnson comes in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Teague in for Kirk Heinrich. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Joakim Noah's checked in for Ashe. Gibson comes in for Carlos Boozer. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Keith Bogans. And it's Rose in for C.J. Watson. Pass to Noah. Up and in on the layup. And the Bulls lead by 2. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Chicago.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
They're very fresh, but also at the defensive end, how about the way they've been able to deny shot opportunities? Just tearing the opposition up in terms of denials.
Now here's Dang after the miss from Joe Johnson. Dang kicks to Korver. Outside Gibson. Pass to Rose. Korver against Johnson. Noah with a screen for Dang. Gets the bucket and the foul. That one on Horford.
How about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
At the line for one.
One shot. Dang brings a lot to the table. I mean, a terrific defender, and he's very reliable as a scorer at all 3 levels.
Now here's Johnson. Outside Williams. The kick out to T. To the paint. Horford no luck. The Bulls leading by 5. Now here's Rose. And there it is for him. Rose has got 24.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
You can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
Now here's Johnson. Looking to end the run. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Noah's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. The kick out to Dang. Lets it go with a 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. And it's a 10-point Bulls lead.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
The Hawks have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Pass to Johnson. The kick out to T. To the middle, here's Horford, and the dunk by Horford.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Chicago.
And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. Trying his luck from deep. Rebound by the Hawks. Johnson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Williams finds Johnson. The basket is good off the assist from Williams, who's got 20.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His 2nd 3 of the game.
Rose attacking, and the dunk by Rose.
And that's just strong, tough action from Rose there. Staying in control and getting the job done with authority.
For the Hawks, Smith checked in for Pachulia. Crawford comes in for Williams. And it's Heinrich in for Jeff Teague. The Bulls also changing it up. Boozer comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's Brewer in for Kyle Korver. On the free throw, no good.
And already, Rose may be the most athletic point guard in the league. Amazing quickness to go with that leaping ability.
Now here is Smith. Kicks it out to Johnson. Kick by Horford from about 16. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
In the mid-range, Johnson is reliable and consistent. He knows these angles so well.
Heinrich against Rose. Here's Brewer. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Atlanta trails by 7. Johnson left side. Smith with a screen on Deng. Johnson the pass to Smith. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Bulls leading by 7. Here's Rose. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Kirk Heinrich.
You know, this is what Rose does best to me, guys. A scorer who attacks on offense with unbridled ferocity.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Rose.
Well, I tell you what, this guy gives you everything he's got when he's out there. And that's what you love about Derrick Rose, how fierce he is as a competitor.
Heinrich passes to Crawford. Smith outside. Pass to Johnson. Horford. Great positioning on the putback.
Now Horford getting after it, putting that putback back in the bucket.
Here's Noah, and finished off by Noah.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Atlanta trails by 10. Heinrich outside. Johnson outside. No good from 3.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Ball's knocked loose. Crawford with the steal. Good work there as it goes down.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Outside Rose. Tosses it up. That one is off. Atlanta trails by 8. And a nice assist for the lay-in on the transition point.
And that's on the D. You can't lose Heinrich in transition or he'll burn you.
And it misses. And so Crawford will bring it up for the Hawks.
Boy, that's strong work inside to force that call.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for 2, Josh Smith.
And the first one at the line is good.
And the word is out on Josh Smith being a gifted dunker. But that really speaks to his overall athleticism. He can run, and he'll do whatever it takes to get the best of you.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Chicago leading by 5. Outside Rose. Noah high post. Working on Horford. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocks down the 3.
And Rose continuing to hone that jump shot. That's where he can take his game to the next level.
Here's Heinrich. Now Smith. It's stolen by Dang. Rose with the ball. He's picked up by Heinrich. Boozer with the screen for Rose. Not that time. It won't go. Atlanta trails by 8. Now Crawford. Layup no good. Rose up on top. Guarded by Heinrich. And down it goes.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Chicago.
Yeah, this has got to be one of the most rewarding wins they'll have this season. They could have easily gone quietly, but they fought back so hard.
They really did, and I think it shows a little bit of the character of this group, and that's a testament to them. When things seem to be their most difficult, they have a way of rallying around one another and looking to be at their best.
And the wins continue to come in fairly easy for these guys in what's been a very strong year, to say the least. Tonight will push them up to 56 wins.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
Well, once they'd taken the first 2 from them, you could just sense how this one was going to go.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Rose.
Absolutely tremendous offensively. Relentless, accurate, on point. What a night.
Here's Chicago. It's a 10-point game. Outside Rose. Noah in the post. Guarded by Horford. Layup no good. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of